Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Pink Power Live call. I am Senior Ruby Ambassador Kara Flippin.
And I am Ruby Ambassador Nikki Westerfield. And we are so super excited tonight. We've been waiting for this for so long. Our very own upline, your upline, if you're on our team, is on our call tonight, Diamond Ambassador Laurie Cooper. And we're just so excited and so blessed to have her on the call. If you're on our teams, we would not be here if it wasn't for this lady right here. So we are just super excited to have her on the call. So she's going to share her story. Go ahead.
Okay. Hey, everybody. So I'll just share a little bit about how I got introduced with Plexus and how my story started. I joined Plexus in April of 2013, so that has been 3.5 years ago. And I'm an RN, and at the time I was working home health, working a lot of hours, kind of got to a point in my life where I was tired, exhausted, just, working all the time, had put on quite a bit of weight from being in my car so much and not having the freedom to exercise and diet and all that good stuff. And just so many other issues that I had already been dealing with. And I kind of just chalked it up as, well, I'm getting older. This is how things are now. And just going through each day the best that I could. A friend of mine, a coworker, another nurse, Sarah, she introduced me to Plexus. And you know how you have those friends in your life that you absolutely trust without a doubt whatever's coming out of their mouth. Because you know that it absolutely comes from their heart. And she's one of those friends. She just basically, found out about Plexus, and she come in the office, told me, like, you have got to do this with me. That's it. I just said yes, because at the time I'm a very sweet, easygoing, shy person. I love to make people happy. I'm a peacemaker. I always want to be always making sure everybody's, happy and all that good stuff. And when I seen how excited she was, I was just like, yeah, okay. I had no clue that moment in time was going to change my life forever. And so basically, she's like, here, take this trial pack home with you. And you go home, you get on my website, you order this welcome pack, and so we can do this together. So I'm walking out of the office, and I can still kind of replay everything in my head. I'm thinking, okay, so what's my husband going to say? Where am I going to come up with? I'm going to spend money to try something else, because I've tried a lot of different things over time. But again, she was just so excited, and I could not say no to her. So I went home, and I, of course, broke into the trial pack right away. Why not? I've got it. It's in my hands. And she's going to ask me about it, because Sarah's that kind of person. She's not going to give you something and not check back with you. She's going to ask you. So I tried it, and first off, day one, noticed that I was not tired in the afternoon. And that was huge for me, because when I'm working all day, I come home in the afternoon, I have to spend most of my evening charting. And basically I was so tired, I would just doze off while I'm charting. Couldn't even stay awake. I didn't feel like cooking, cleaning. I didn't feel like doing anything. And I noticed that I was more alert. I had more energy, not the crazy energy that comes from like 3-4 cups of coffee, but that energy that the only way I can describe it was, this is what I used to feel when I was younger. So that got me really excited. The next thing what happened to me right away was I always worried about my weight. I always worried about how I looked and just things like that in life. It always was on the top of my mind. And I'm a stress eater. I eat when I'm stressed. I eat for comfort. That's just what I do. So I'd give myself that pep talk every single morning. I'm going to get up, and I'm going to go to work, and I'm going to be good, and I'm not going to stop and eat crazy stuff. I'm not going to eat the burgers, blah, 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 whatever. And by the time lunch got there, every single day, I was tired, I was frustrated, and I was hungry. And let's face it, there was nobody in the car with me. So what do you think I ended up doing? McDonald's, Burger King, Sonic, here I come. I'm going to eat whatever I want, and I'm going to feel really good for those 15 minutes. And then I'm going to be mad at myself the rest of the day. But that's basically how it went every single day. And when I started taking plexus, I just noticed that I just stopped wanting that stuff. I was able to say, no, I'm not going to stop at the McDonald's, Burger King, McDonald's, whatever, Sonic. I noticed that I wasn't wanting the sweet teas and the sodas that we filled up every morning when we left work. I was wanting water, which I didn't even like water at the time. So that was a big, crazy trigger for me. And then I just noticed another huge thing for me was a lot of symptoms that I dealt with all the time, just with mood and anxiety. I noticed feeling better, having a better outlook on life, not having to deal with so many issues, crazy mom, crazy wife, all the stuff that I dealt with for so long just started disappearing. So right then I knew that what she had given me and I was going to take, because I'm a good friend, was actually something good that was working for me. So that was a big deal, because I kind of gotten to the point in my life where I was kind of, if you want to call it a pity party, I was having my pity party. I was like, life, all this stuff that I thought was going to happen, okay, it doesn't. I'm older. I feel like crap. Things just aren't working like I thought they were. My job that I thought was incredible has turned into chained to working 24/7, no time with my family. Just kind of, I was a skeptic with everything. I was like, you see it on TV, nope, does not work. I don't care what they say, it does not work. Nothing does. So just trying the products first off and seeing what they did for me was a big eye opener to say for myself, was like, maybe there still is hope and there's something out there that does work. So at this point, I'm like, all right, so I got to find out what this stuff is. Nobody knew. Nobody knew what it was, what plexus was. Nobody ever heard of it. And I start researching, and I find out more amazing things that these products are doing for people. And as a nurse, my heartstrings were definitely pulled. I was so excited to see natural supplements that were helping people just live a better life. And so then I start looking into the company, because I'm a smart woman. I know about business, and I know what it's like, just to have a business in this world. And I want to know where this stuff come from and who's behind it. And I honestly was absolutely blown away with what I found. I ran into so many people just through like the Facebook and all this stuff, like started connecting with people that were involved with plexus. And I remember thinking, it's like, how can this be possible? Like, everyone is so incredible. Everyone is so helpful. Everyone has these amazing stories. And then I find out about the owners and their vision and where they want this company to be and what plans they have for everyone. And they had convention. I signed up in April. They had convention in June. And Thera's like, well, I'm going to go to convention. And I'm like, well, if you're going, I'm going. So we're like taking off. We're telling our boss, we need vacation days, like right now. And she's looking at us like we're nuts. It's like, we're going to convention. She's just kind of like, she already thinking we're crazy. What are we doing? We go to convention. It was mine and my husband's anniversary. I talked him into going to convention with me on my anniversary. Kara went with me. The whole weekend literally was life-changing for me, because at that moment, God definitely confirmed everything that he had been planning in my heart, that this was completely such an amazing gift that he had given us, and it was what I was supposed to do. So my next thing is, I'm telling my husband, I said, I will not be a nurse by Christmas. And of course, his face gets ghostly white. And he's like, these were his words. Whoa, slow down. Like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I won't. I said, mark my words, I will not be a nurse by Christmas. Well, the rest of the story was, of course, I'm so excited about what I have. I'm sharing it with every single person that I can even talk to. Being the shy person that I am, so totally out of my character, sharing with everybody that I can find to talk to about. And by July 23rd, I was able to walk away from my job as an RN to do plexus full time. It has completely, totally transformed our lives. In September of that year, I hit the rank of Emerald in 5.5 months. That it's just insane, like absolutely insane at that moment that dreams were starting to come true. And within 9 months, I hit the rank of Diamond. And my husband, he was working for FedEx, and he has been able to retire from there. Also, he retired that same year by November. I had to make him retire because he was working so much. And we had this so amazing opportunity. We had so many things going on, all this amazing stuff happening, and he was missing it because he was working. And I was like, you have got to quit because you need to stay home with me and do this with me because this is more important. And of course he was scared because this was totally out of all of our character whatsoever. So he retired. He's now an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus. And it has just completely changed our lives. Our daughter that is on here right now, Kara, she is a senior Ruby Ambassador of Plexus, working her way towards Emerald. She has been able to retire. And, taking the skeptic person that I was, of never knowing anybody in my entire life that had been successful in any kind of business like this. I didn't even know what network marketing was. All I knew was like, oh, there were certain companies out there that you might get prizes or something, if you reach a certain point. But I did not personally know any of those people anywhere. With Plexus, oh my goodness, like so many people on my team have an amazing income coming in from this company. They have, some have been able to retire, some do this with us full time. Just so many things that have happened for us, and it's been absolutely incredible.
I am sure that can you guys hear me echo?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, well, anyway, I'm sure that your boss probably would not have let you and Thera both go to convention if she knew that you guys were both going to quit, along with 3 other nurses from your office, because you guys got so excited about Plexus. And Jen and I kind of like hope everybody catches on to is one of the things about this business and being successful is believing in yourself and having the confidence. And she was very clear. She's like, I am a smart woman. I knew what to look into. I am sweet. Like she just knows that about herself, and she believes that in herself. And I know she's going to share a little bit about personal development and how important it is. But like, we have to have that confidence in ourselves so we can share this with other people and that they will trust us and believe us because we are in it and about what we've achieved in it. But I'll let you kind of take over from there because I know you're going to talk a little bit about that anyway.
That is so true. If I had just kind of dabbled and just kind of like, well, this seems like a really good company and I think this is okay. And I would started sharing with my friends that way. I probably wouldn't be where I am today. I definitely had the privilege of God just instilling in my heart what he had given me, and that I was going to take this to as far as I could possibly take it, because with God, all things are possible. I absolutely know that without a doubt, because I honestly look back and think this was completely out of my control. He just sent people. He sent people. But I was so sure what he had given me and what this company stood for and what these products did that, people were convinced. When I shared it with them, they were convinced. They wanted to try. They had hope again, because the spark of hope that I had kind of given up on at that point was back in my life. And I knew without a doubt, without any single doubt, that I could give them hope and I had something that could help them. And that's absolutely huge. That makes a huge difference in getting people to join you, getting people to, catch the vision, as I would like to say, because that, it's all about vision. It was not about, oh, well, I'm going, I'm involved in this company and they do great things and not really knowing what it wasn't like that. God, it was this huge vision that I was exactly where I was supposed to be. This was going to change my life. It was going to change my family's life. It was going to change my friend's life and forever. And I knew that without a doubt. So it definitely, that's how I shared it. And I felt so confident that every time someone jumped on board with me, that it was that moment that could possibly change their life forever. And I was, shame on me, like shame on me if I did not share it with them. Honestly, shame on me. So it's just been absolutely amazing. The other thing that like Kara talked about is personal growth in this business. That is key. That is like number one factor is personal growth. And we all come to this business. We all join this business at different times in our life, at different moments in our life, going through all different kinds of things, different experiences. And if there's one thing that I could tell you is to dive into personal growth, personal development, and give it your utmost priority, utmost. I just listened to something this week, and it was a John Maxwell conference that they had, and one of them they were up there talking, and he said, okay, I want to know what your IQ is. And he's like, I know, you didn't think you were going to have to take a class test to be in this class. And he's like, no, I want to, and then he went on to say, like, he was like a C student, D student in high school, blah, blah, blah. He's like, no, what I'm talking about is I want to know what your I quit factor is. Okay. When you first start a company like this or any kind of business like this, you're brand new. You don't really have anything behind you, anything that you know about. And your I quit factor is like nada. First person that says no, first person that gives you a hard time, first person that Googles something and slams it in your face and you don't know how to answer it, your I quit factor is like, okay, I'm out, I'm done. And you're going to miss it. Like you're done. You take that same person and they invest in themselves with personal development. Read consistently. You're going to hear that word many, many, many times. If you talk to anybody on my team, it's consistency. If you take that and you personal development, read 10 pages a day, no matter what, 6 months from now, you're not even can't even compare that person to the person before. Their I quit factor just went to nothing to way up here. Okay. These ladies on this call right now, Kara and Nikki, their I quit factor is way up here. It's like there's nothing, like it's unshakable belief. And when you are building a business and you're a part of a company like this, your goal is to go out there and to find those partners that you can link arms with, that share in the vision that you share, and you know that their I quit factor is through the roof. That's what makes things happen. And I've been so blessed with so many partners in my business that I know without a doubt that their I quit factor is through the roof.
I know that's something that's helped me a lot is personal development. And I know I've shared this on that call a million times about how important personal growth is, but that's one of the reasons we repeat it all the time, because we know that, some of you guys are new and are hearing it for the first time, but sometimes it takes time to click or from somebody else. But it really is like, if you don't grow, your business is not going to grow. And that's basically like the point in it. You have to invest in yourself. Nikki, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I know because I've been with Plexus for almost 3 years, and all the time I feel like I need some personal development. I haven't had any in a week, and I feel like some people, they watch so many videos, they read so many books, and they think that they're done. And what I have to remind myself still to this day, because I'm not perfect, that I have to keep doing those personal development, watching those videos, reading, and because we're all human and we forget that stuff. And we tell ourselves, oh, well, I already watched that, or, oh, I already read that book. But it literally, after a while, it leaves our minds, and we have to refresh it. And we have to keep reading those books and keep watching those videos, whatever lifts us up and gets us, pumped for the week,
It's kind of it is we have our Bible, right? Okay. You're going to spend time and you're going to read this Bible. Are you going to put it down? You're like, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. The next 50 years, I'm not going to ever have to pick it up again. That's just not the way it works. That's utmost core personal development right here. I'm not gonna lie, when I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get this book, I gotta get this book. I believe in, like, there's so many amazing books out there that you can pour yourself into, and every time someone would mention one, I'm like, okay, I've gotta get this book. And I'd read through really fast of, like, you know, so many chapters, and then I would get distracted and go on to the next thing. But what I've learned over time is it's okay to slow down, and it's okay to take that book and start pouring yourself into it, and go back to it, and go back to it, and go back to it. And just use it forever, because you're going to find things that you might, okay, like in some of our groups that we're doing right now, and we're reading GoPro. So it may be people's third time that they've read that book, but for whatever reason, this time things are just completely jumping out at them, or they're able to put into action some of the things that they couldn't put into action before. So don't ever just think that you're done with personal development, because anyone know, you know, successful person in this business is, it's ongoing forever.
I feel like it's so funny that Kara, of course, she mentioned before that, like how you're passionate about everything. And look, I wrote down on my list right here to talk about, make sure I like talked about your passion, because like I feel like you're so passionate, and like anytime like I'm like, you know, having a bad month, or like maybe, or for instance, like when I was going to go Ruby, I remember like for like 3 months or 4 months, every month you were like, how many points do you have? Okay, that means that you need this many people. You can do this. You can do this. And you would like, you know, send me a message, and, you know, it made me feel like, yes, I can do this. Like, this lady believes in me. I could do this. And I just feel like your belief is so strong. And it's just one of the things that I love about you. I remember when I did hit Ruby finally in December, Laurie's like calling me on the phone, like screaming, like, you hit Ruby, you hit Ruby. Like, I left my house, I checked my points. I was checking my points all day long, and I left my house to go to my husband's parents' house, and it's only a 15-minute drive. And I hit Ruby in between that 15-minute drive, and so I didn't notice. And Laurie noticed, and Laurie's like calling me, like, you made Ruby, you did it, and you were just so excited for me. And that really, it seems like something so little, but like it meant so much to me, like to have you right by my side and cheering me on.
Speaking of dancing, I just got an email from Plexus about rank up and score. Mom, do you want to tell us about that email?
Oh my goodness. All right.
One perk about being a Jewel is Plexus always emails them first about emails are coming. A perk of being Jewel's daughter is she calls me and she's like, guess what Plexus is going to do? A downfall is we can't tell anybody until they send you the email, but she can tell you about it right now because we just got the email.
Except for me, because I count, right?
Oh my gosh. Like,
this is so exciting. Woo-hoo.
If you are not, I don't care how long you have been in this business, but I'm going to tell you right now that if you are on my team, and you're not excited this month, you better call me. You better call me and get some answers and get a pep talk, get a plan, whatever, because I have not been this excited since, oh my gosh, like I can't even tell you when. We have so many fantastic things going on with our team, so much stuff happening, and Plexus just keeps outdoing themselves time after time after time. And I don't know all the specific details, but first of all, if you're planning on doing any kind of rank advance this next month, there are going to be a lot of extra bonuses in there for you. I know that, okay, so first time rank advance bonus, when you rank advance for the first time and enroll one new customer with at least 50 PV on their initial order, you will earn, if you're a silver ambassador, your bonus will be $200 instead of $100. This is huge. What are we shooting for this month? We are shooting for going silver. We have all these newbies on our team. We have all these newbies over the last few months that haven't met that goal yet. They're not only going to get their silver bonus, but they're going to get it doubled. So we're going to shoot for the sky with this one. Gold ambassadors. We have so many just sitting there, like inching their way up so close to gold. Your bonus is going to be $500 instead of $250. And then it goes on and on and on every single rank. Do
There's
what?
so many of you that are like on the verge of gold. You're like right there. You can touch it. It's like, make it happen this month.
Right. Like, do everything you can to make it happen.
I literally have goosebumps because I'm just like, I believe in, God making things happen. And I'm just looking at so many people on our team thinking, oh girl, like, oh God, whatever, this is the month. Like, I have no doubt this is the month. So how incredible to have all those extra bonuses waiting for us, and lots of other really great stuff in this email. So you definitely want to check it out, because it's actually icing on the cake with what's going on with our team right now.
I know for me, like, nothing motivates me more than a challenge. So, like, this is our challenge to all of you that are trying to rank advance. Do it this month for sure.
I want to remind you guys too, I know that if you've been in this business for a while, it's easy to kind of let yourself get just dogged down by daily things or what's going on, or if you want something for someone so bad and they haven't got it yet or whatever, you kind of, you can let things kind of just pass you by. Take every single accomplishment and celebrate it to the fullest. Silver is huge. It's huge. The paycheck that's coming in for these people, the fact that they have just like literally started a business that could grow into an astronomical amount, it's huge, and it needs to be celebrated. When I went silver, oh my gosh, like my first month, I went silver. I signed up Kara. I signed up my best friend, Jamie. And at the very last day of the month, at the time, we could sign our husbands up before we were gold. And so I'm like, you're signing up. we're doing this, because I knew I had to hit silver. That was my goal. I was so excited. Our very first convention, I sat in the back row. We went to New Orleans. I sat in the back row. When they announced all the silver ambassadors stand up, I was so proud to stand up as a silver ambassador. And the next year I sat on the front row as a diamond ambassador. I mean, it's unbelievable. Some of the most fantastic moments are going the gold and the senior gold and the ruby. Those were times when I was seeing my whole life like completely change. I was walking away from my job. I was planning a future that I had given up on. So celebrate all of those moments for sure with your team.
I know one thing that's super excited that's like me and kind of like breaks it down for me is when you sent me that 7 silvers equals gold. If you're trying to get to gold, all you have to do is get 7 people to silver this month. That's all you have to do. And it's not hard because, like Laurie said, you had your daughter, your best friend, and your husband. Like, it's that easy. We all can find 3 people in 1 month.
Right. And take, one thing that when you get involved with Plexus and you really start diving into what this company stands for and what these products can do for people, start looking at, take the focus off of you. Take the focus of, oh, I've got to get to silver, and start putting the focus on everybody that you're going to talk to. That may be the moment that will change their lives forever. Did Thera know that when she asked me to do this with her, that it was going to take my life and propel me into something that was going to not only change my life, change my children's life, my grandchildren's life, my great-grandchildren's life forever. And when you own that, you will talk to everybody, every single person that you can think of.
Can you share a little bit about, I feel like there's so many people that are like, they think like, oh, Laurie's diamond, but I could never be diamond. Like, can you just share your thoughts on that?
Oh my goodness. You are no different than me. You're absolutely no different than me. First of all, I live in a small town. Okay. So anybody that's got that checked on your list of why you can't be a diamond ambassador, you think you live in a small town, mark it off. Can't use it anymore. I was so shy. Like, you have no idea. I couldn't even barely give report on Thursdays in the office with people that I worked with every day because my stomach was in knots, because I was going to have to speak out loud in a group of more than 2 people, like literally. So if you're shy and you think that you can't talk to people, sorry, mark it off your list. You can't count it anymore. That's not an excuse. You're no different than me. I have had the privilege to meet so many jewels within Plexus. And when we say jewel, if you're part of this team, you kind of know a jewel is like, you know, emerald, sapphire, diamond. I mean, absolutely any with Plexus. We are all just normal people coming from every background that you can possibly imagine. That is one reason why I'm so passionate and feel so strongly about this, is because this is something in life that you do not have to have any experience, none. I don't care if you never even heard the word network marketing, heard the word health and wellness company, whatever the case may be. You don't have to have experience. You don't have to have a college degree. You do not have to have a huge network. I mean, just literally there's not one single thing that you can put on your list of why you can't do this that's going to chalk up, because I guarantee you there is someone out there that has done the exact same thing. And it's possible. This is the one thing that's possible for every single one of you.
Back to like getting silver and stuff. Can you talk about the Zooms a little bit? And I know that we've kind of discussed it. We just want to make sure everybody understands like what this is.
One of the things that our team has been doing is we've adopted this new system where, you know, we basically have in place exactly what you do from the moment that you sign up. Whether it be your first Facebook post, no one is on their own. No one has to, oh, okay, I joined Plexus, now what am I going to do? You are going to have exactly the words that your sponsor is going to help you post to be able to share what you're doing with Plexus and how to do it. And then you're going to be able to, anybody that's interested, your sponsor is going to be able to help you answer all those questions with that new person, okay, right away, word for word. You don't even have to think about it. The next thing is we are doing Zooms. Basically, if you're a newbie, or even if you're not a newbie, this should be your goal every single week. If your brain, all right, say you are a hard working mama, you are a hard working dad, and you're out there just kicking butt, thinking, I can't even drag myself into the house to get supper fixed or to say hi to my kids or whatever. I just don't have a moment in time. Okay. Don't like take everything that you think you need to know and throw it out the window. Honestly, just pitch it out the window. Your goal is to try to get 3 to 5 people on a Zoom with your upline this week. Like, that's it. I don't care what you do, what you say, we have scripts, we have all of it. But you want to get 3 to 5 people on a Zoom, and we're going to help you with your team, get your team started. And you're going to have the confidence to know that for each new person that you bring on, we have the exact steps in place to help them get started. These Zooms have been huge for our team. So many obstacles. We are face to face. We are meeting people. We're already hearing their whys. We're already hearing, you know, why they're interested, why they want to be a part of this company. We're meeting them. Their uplines meeting them, and then it's already creating the vision for them bringing on new people, and it's been absolutely tremendous. One way to kind of compare yourself with how you're doing with Plexus is you want to compare your numbers, especially when you have a bigger team. You want to check how you're doing with your levels 1 through 4. Okay. That's why we always talk about, you want to continue to grow personally. Your goal every month is to go silver. Whether you've been in this business a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever, your goal is to always go silver. So how you compare with how your team is doing, you always want to check those top 4 levels to see your growth. I checked the numbers at the end of last month and from the month before. We've only been doing this system for a month, and our whole team is on board. Like, literally almost our whole team is on board. Our numbers were 5 times what they were the month before. That's incredible. That is creating an amazing momentum that is taking our team to the next level. It's awesome, and it's really exciting.
I did not know that. That's awesome.
These Zooms work. Like, and if you have not done them, because push yourself out of your comfort zone, stretch yourself and do that, because we don't want you guys to miss it. Like, I know Nikki's been busy with Zooms. My mom's been busy with Zooms. I have tons of you doing Zooms with me too. And it's just like, we're seeing the results. Like, she's got measurable results, and they're working, and people are getting off of these calls and they want to join us and they want to be on these products, because just having that intimate relationship right there where they can ask questions, and they're the people that like are getting their full attention. I mean, they're working, and I don't know, if you're not doing them, do them.
Right. And I don't know, just in case there's somebody on the call that like maybe doesn't know what the Zooms are. The Zooms, basically, like your upline does the Zoom. And you know, if you are new to the business, you don't have to be like super scared, because you know, they're going to go over their story and how Plexus has helped them, and then they're going to go over the products, and it gives enough information for the people that you have coming on, if rather they want to be a customer and they're just interested in the products, or they're interested in the business. I know personally, my first week, I just have to share a little bit about my first week that me and Laurie, I only did 2 Zooms my first week with Laurie, and I had invited, I think, 5 people on each one, and only 2 people showed up to each one. And I was like super bummed out, but then I was like excited because all 4 of them joined, like in 1 week. That's crazy. Like, I went months and not had that much, you know, action in my growing my team. So it just shows. And I had one person that came on, you know, wanted to know about the products, heard about the business because it's in the 20 to 30 minutes that we do. And then they're like, oh, well, I want to join the business. So it's just crazy. I know, like, my team's been so emotional. I know Laurie's been emotional. I can hardly talk to Laurie without crying, and she's in Missouri and I'm in Ohio. Like, even on this call, I just can't hardly do it. But these Zooms have been like really, really like inspiring people, you know, that this is really not that hard of a job at all. And it's just crazy, the messages that I've been getting, and I'm sure you guys have been too, of just how amazing these Zooms are going for everybody. And I know that people do have people that, like, you know, they say they're going to show up and they don't show up, but we can't let that discourage us, because even if we get 2 people, 3 people on a call in 1 month, that's huge.
That's huge.
Really huge.
Absolutely. One thing that, you know, that we keep sharing with our teams is, and it was a huge thing for me, a really, really huge thing for me to overcome, is to give yourself permission to just do and not worry about being perfect. Quit comparing yourself to everyone else and just do the things that we know we're supposed to do. And that's been huge for me, like absolutely huge. I've been able to work my business while I'm living my life without spending all this time thinking I need to prepare, I'm going to say something wrong, I'm going to do something wrong. And just jumping on and doing it and letting it happen. And it's been nothing but amazing for our team. And on top of it, the people that have jumped on board, I mean, this is so duplicatable. I'm not the only one doing Zooms every week. I have so many people on our teams that are already doing the Zooms, that have given themselves the permission to just do, and to get on there and have a Zoom with our friends, get their team on, you know, work with their level ones and so forth. And it's been really huge for a lot of us.
Doing that first Zoom, like, for me, it was nerve-wracking, and I was nervous, and I was kind of afraid to do it. And I did have notes beside me, and I listened to Amy Paul's video like 10 times because I wanted to do it. And the second one, I was a little less nervous, but like literally you can call me and ask me to be on a Zoom with you in 15 minutes and I can do it now. And it's like, it doesn't even faze me. I don't have to look at anything, because it's just, you get more comfortable. So just get past the little aches and pains and just stretch yourself a little bit.
I have to second that, because I was super, super nervous that first call that we did, Laurie, and just to hear the feedback from the girls that jumped on, like it really, just getting it done and over with, like it was like, whoo, I can do that again. And it was just like, it was crazy. So if you feel that way, just like Kara said, so true. I felt the same way. And after I've done several now, I actually did. I told Laurie, I had somebody actually call me and say, can you get on the Zoom, like right now? And I was like, yeah, sure. Why not? You know? And I got on and I was like, this is awesome. Like I just totally just did a Zoom for like 4 people, and it wasn't even planned, and I just love it.
It's really freeing when you let yourself get to that point and you're just willing to jump on and do it, because again, it's not about you, it's about them and what's going to happen for their life. And I know that you ladies for sure, and so many others on our team, we have witnessed a lot of amazing things that have happened this week with these Zooms. And you know, I firmly believe without a doubt that if you're on our team, if that you're involved with Plexus at all, it's not a coincidence. And you want to always keep that in the front of your mind, because God has huge plans.
One thing that Tara D. Armand would say is we're a team that loves Jesus and we have favor, so it's a good team to be on.
Amen.
One last thing before we jump off here. If you can just, Mom is running an awesome contest for our team. And I mean, I'm having great results reaching out to people and getting back in contact and getting people to respond to me that have maybe like ignored my last follow-ups. But you just want to talk about that real quick?
Yes. One of the things about One Plexus and the culture that our owners have created is we help each other. That's ingrained in us. We are not afraid to share, and we're not afraid to help each other be better, because that's how we all be better. Chris and Susie McCall had done this contest with their team, had amazing results, and they shared it. And they have a little video. It's like 15 minutes. And basically we have the script and everything. And our contest is to send this script out to however many possible people that you can. At the end of the video, and the video is a lot like our Zooms that we do, goes right in line with everything that we're doing. And at the end of the video, it has a code word. And then they send you back the code word, and then they're entered into the drawing, and you're entered into the drawing for the $50 cash. The contest lasts 7 days, but it's not over there. Like, that's not it. We are reaching out to so many people. That could be the moment that you feel that push to go ahead and reach out to that friend. Like, who doesn't want to be enter in a contest? It takes 15 minutes. I mean, come on. We all want the chance to win something. But after they send back the code word, you have questions that you can ask. And we have the script in Show Me Plexus, but you want to ask those questions that you would ask anybody that you're talking to get their feedback about what they heard. And oh my goodness, we are going from people ready to join as a customer to, oh my gosh, like, yeah, I think this is something I would want to be a part of, ready to sign up as an ambassador. So this contest is really awesome. And I announced this contest on Sunday morning early, literally within 15 minutes. I was already getting screenshots. Our team has blown up. Like, it's like, I think these Zooms with the confidence and everything that we have, and then to pile this contest on top of it is just kind of like pushed us over the top. We're like telling the world.
Mm-hmm. Getting into momentum.
One of the things I love is that we do have scripts, and it literally, even if you just joined, like, it's that easy, you know, you just have to copy and paste. It's that easy.
Mm-hmm.
We have scripts for so many things.
One thing before I know we're probably running out of time quickly, but one thing that that we've kind of really been talking to about our team, with our team, you know, basically, because we are so sure, if you're on any of our teams or any of our leaders, you're on their teams, you might have been getting messages from them this last month. You might have been getting phone calls, messages, one after another, tagged, whatever. It's because we feel so strongly about what we're doing that we want you on board with us. We want you on board to do it. We feel that strongly about what we're doing, that this is going to change your business. Even if you've been in it, I don't care if you've been in it 2 years, 3 years, whatever, this is going to change it. But the thing that I want you to know is, like I talked about earlier, we've given ourselves the okay. Go out there and do the best that we can, and we're constantly getting better. If you don't be frustrated, like when Nikki said, if you invited 3 to 5 people, they committed, that you knew they were going to come, they didn't come, that's okay. We're going to do it again next week. We're going to repeat. Mm-hmm. Just be coachable, be willing to learn. And when you get to the point where you feel frustrated and you're having a hard time with whatever part that's in here, whether it's getting a newbie started, whether it's getting a person to actually show up on Zoom or whatever, that is the moment that you get in touch with your sponsor, that you're working with, and you start addressing those issues and working on the different things that we can do to make it happen. That's part of the personal growth, because these work. They absolutely work, and we're all going to face different. We're all going to have strengths. We're all going to have weaknesses. I don't like talk about weaknesses. I like talking about strengths, but we're also here to help each other, and opportunity to be coachable and get with someone to get to your next level, especially this month. Oh my Lord.
This month is going to be insane. We're just getting started. Last month ended great with so much excitement, and this month is going to be even better. I can feel it and I know it. But we probably need to jump off here because we have one over time. But thank you so much for jumping on here with us.
Yes, thank you so much. I know we've been wanting you on a call, and I'm sure everybody on our team, we have a lot of viewers right now. So that just shows everybody was waiting to hear from you. So thank you so much for getting on.
Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.